thank you. How long have you been here?
23 years.
Have you? All right. Good to see you here. Thanks for standing up. Come on, take this call. How you doing?
We had a song. We were like, put us in Fain. We're ready to strike today.
Yeah, there you go.
We all went to Little Rock.
Thank you.
And then
Coming out up front. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you. I wasn't coming out today. You guys. How's it going? Watch out, guys. Watch out.
come on, don't make our public mad. Let's go.
That road.
Come on.
Good. Thanks for being out. Thanks for standing up. Thanks for standing up. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for coming. We're going to get there, together. We're going to Good to see you, man. What's your shirt?
Rent is too damn high.
There you
We're
go.
a Lansing coalition looking to lower the rent out here in Solidarity.
Yep. Good deal. Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks for being there. Yeah, no, we'll walk around here.
I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're fine, you're fine.
Well, it's taking a long time.
Yeah, we're here.
I want a sandwich. I want a sandwich.
I was like, wow.
Mimi, what's going to be on the menu?
You know, the
Thanks
food
for all
on
your
the table
sacrifice,
and
and
the
that's the
roof
thing.
over our
It's
heads.
good. It's just thanks for your
Thank you.
sacrifice. Makes this time to stop all that.
Exactly.
Stability for our members. That's what we're here for. So,
Thank you. Yes, I agree.
yeah, I've got a lot of friends from GM and Kokomo where I'm from. This is Delco Radio, then Delphi, spun up to
Yep,
Delphi,
I was
and
a
now it's
Delphi.
GMCA.
That's
So it's 70 people left.
Wondering where some of that pension went.
Yeah.
Yep, hoping to get it back. Maybe someday, hey.
Yeah.
But with your support, thank you for all you do.
Yeah, thank you.
You're amazing.
Warriors out here.
Yeah, thank you, little ones. It's for you. This is for you and your future. Right here.
Right here.
I didn't know what you're
No, no, you're good. You're good. 602. 602 right here. Right here, right here.
Yeah, we need one more.
There we go.
That's what it's all about right here. Taking care of the future.
That's our babies. We love them. Yeah.
We're all doing together, man.
It's all together. We just got to stick together no matter what.
Well
Next
done
step.
I'm right here, sorry. Elise.
Go, baby, go.
Go, Sid!
I had to say it.
Sorry, you guys want to squeeze through?
It's like one of the AKWA is like they make it made in USA shirts. We order them for all the union shops and order them. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, oh yeah.
That's a nice shirt.
Yeah, thanks. Love that shirt. Wow, man. Dang. You guys are getting creative. Thanks, sir. How's it going, brother?
Come on, I want to get this done.
Thanks for standing up. You bet. So that's the goal here, to get this finished. So yeah, we want to get there. So that's what it's all about. We're doing everything we can. So your marketing team's working hard. Your vice president, everybody. So it's a group effort. It's not one person doing it. It's all of us.
This has gotta end.
Oh, it will. We're gonna get there. So.
Can I check?
Oh yeah, sure thing. How you doing?
Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good. Thank you.
How long you been
Everything
here?
you've done. Thank you for everything you've done for us.
Thank you. How long you been here?
2007.
7. Okay.
Yep. And like everything that's gone on, we lost so much stuff. So we need to get it back.
Oh yeah, you bet.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for everything you've done. It's time.
Yeah, no,
It's
thanks.
time.
Thanks for standing up. This is about all you. This is what it is. So.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks.
Stand up, be strong.
Oh yeah, you bet. How's it going, brother?
Yeah, you ready?
How are you? You guys been here?
Oh, about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long you been? Where you work for the plant here? How long you been?
Yeah.
21. Okay,
Yeah,
a couple
I'm a
years.
10.
Are you? Okay.
Yep.
Got a lot of work to do for you guys then. So you got a lot to gain from this contract. So
I appreciate it.
we got to take care of our younger workers. So you bet. Got to get you all flipped to full time and get you to full pay and get moving. So that's the plan. You bet, man. Thank you. Staying strong, and we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. How's it going, bro?
To see you.
How's it going, man?
Yeah, finally met you.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Appreciate you being out here. Oh, hey, thanks, man. Yep. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, brother. Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Thank you. So, I had a few more people here. Come on, y'all. How's it going? Good. How are you? See you. Thanks for being out here.
651.
Thank you. This is what matters. That's where the power is.
We want to have that power. We're the boss.
Trust me, CCA appreciates you.
Are you really Shawn Fain, or are you just
And I
on the
appreciate
news?
everything you're doing for us.
Are you really Shawn Fain, or are you just on the
I'm
news?
just some guy that showed up. Yeah.
How you doing? I'm Mark Brown.
Good to see you, brother.
Me too. I've been union all my life. This is a
Awesome.
good thing you're doing.
No, but we're all doing it, man. It's not just me. So it's
Well,
all
I
of
mean,
us.
you're
So, yeah.
representing us and doing a good thing.
Hey, you guys are the boss. I work for you, so that's how it works.
You got a marker to sign this? No,
I
you
just,
know.
somebody back here. I just tried to sign it.
Can I see that marker? Yeah, sign this.
Thank you so much. I love these shirts. I'll just tell you. It's awesome. You bet.
It's our tradition.
Yeah. Thank you.
And Todd needs one too. I appreciate it. You're a famous guy.
No, I'm just your president, man. Just here to serve the membership. That's what it's all about.
We're all going to be famous this year.
You bet.
We all are going to try. But it is leadership.
Take care of
Thank you, Shawn. It was nice meeting you.
you doing?
Fabulous to meet you.
Good to
You
meet
are
you, yeah.
a great individual. Thank you so much for representing us.
No, you guys motivate
It's
me.
great to
That's
meet
what
you.
it's all about.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being out.
Oh my God. I feel old because I've been already. And I'm really looking for this. And thank you.
There's so much we're trying to do right now. It's a lot, but we're going to keep fighting.
Kelly. What? Yeah, take a picture.
Oh, no.
Well, you're tall. It helps
We really appreciate it.
Hey,
Do not give up.
Retired servicing right, 1D.
Nice
Randy.
to see you, brother. Yeah, thanks for being out here.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Yeah, thanks for all you've done.
Stay strong.
Get a picture with you, Mr. Fain.
Trying to get in, you went at
Oh no, it's he'll make time for us. It's one of those things you gotta just stand and watch.
We'll set up here, yeah.
Yeah, so I think the idea is, I think Shawn will stand right about here. I think have the plant sort of in the background. So I think, he'll have numbers behind him.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah.
I can stand in if people need to
Yeah, exactly.
focus.
Yes,
So
yeah.
you can be him for a hot second.
Yeah, this is so exciting. Yes. I mean, I'm available to speak. No, I'm not available to speak. No, I'm not available to speak.
Thank you for helping arrange all of this. And
No, it's Shawn and the members.
well, thanks for at least helping us. And telling us where to be.
Okay, we'll see how it works out. If the scrum gets out of hand, it's not my fault.
No. Yeah. There's an innocent bystander.
Thank you so much. That's right. I had nothing to do with this. It was like, yeah, so I think Shawn will be around here, so folks can sort of gather there.
NBC.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh wait, you're with NBC also.
Yeah, we're a little
Same
local.
family.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Wait, you work for Taylor, don't you?
Yeah, Gatoni? Yeah.
She's your station.
Yeah,
She
she's
used to
awesome.
work with me at NBC.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Small world. Yeah.
It truly is.
So what time did you guys get here today?
Hey, Joey.
We woke up in Detroit and then spent here at 10:45.
Based out of New York.
Yeah.
You're getting further from home.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Right here, do we wanna like get your spot right
In front of everyone. Well, go to the side. What are you doing? All right.
Here, I can make a spot for you right here. And I can...
Well, we thought maybe you would say.
I got as much room as I can give her.
I know, I gotta like
I thought you weren't gonna say anything.
I'll kneel. Yep, I'm good. The mic ladies. Yeah.
Oh, I can fit it right here.
We didn't have like the time to organize this on night 1 at 4. It's like a blood.
Yeah, exactly.
This
It can't. If everybody works together, it will work.
Make it
Drums can work.
Those are always the final last words.
Right.
Scrum doesn't.
Right?
This is gonna be the worst scrum ever.
Won't gonna get trampled.
Nobody's gonna get a good shot.
Reporter trampled by fellow photog. Is the traffic pretty bad coming over here?
No, not really. It's more the construction.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah. You're on the ground.
You know, I gotta say, has anyone been to Elsa's? I think it's chicken and waffles. It's really good.
How about you say?
Elsa.
Yeah. I think is there what's it called? It's like Churchill Downs. Is there a neighborhood called Churchill Downs?
That sounds familiar. They both sound familiar, but I can't say I've been to either.
Yeah. Stand up and shake him out until he gets here.
I know, right? So did you guys come from today? Detroit?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a little sort of convoy that met in Solidarity House. In
Oh,
headquarters.
cool.
Yeah. So that after the announcement, we sort of like came out here.
Yeah.
So it was great.
We're NBC.
That's right.
They don't play by the rules.
Don't count rain out too quick though. It'll change like
God, you had to say.
I know. Well, you know, she was saying we got good weather, and I was like, don't say that. It jinx us.
We could have timed that better that day.
Nobody hit that. Don't hit. I said nobody hit that. She was like, hit my shoulder. No. I like that optimism.
I'm just going to start driving east.
Yeah. Are you going to stop at Henry or keep going?
I'm going to try and keep going. It keeps getting later, so.
We've been officially told that we can see and be done.
Good.
So, the body guy will be. I'll talk to you next week. Next week, I'm calling it next week, midweek, when they haven't had any movement, but they want to forward it. They'll want to talk to the body guy.
I won't show up.
Our text. Kaylee was like, I tried to go. They were like, Beth lives there. Who did? Kaylee said she was ready to go. So they didn't want to.
I'd rather. It just would have been nice.
You'd rather be here? It's surprisingly humane this week. You know, like 9 o'clock start time. No complaints. Oh, you're good. I like her. Not down next to you.
Gotta feed them.
One last time. And he'll like talk.
How's it going?
Good. How are you? Talk to
Doing good. I mean, we're working hard. The negotiating committees are working hard, and the vice presidents and all the leadership, and trying to get good agreements for the membership. And they're what it's all about. They're why we're here. I work for them. These are my boss right here. And this is all about them. It's all about a future, not just for our workers, but for future generations. And that's what we're fighting for.
GM leadership had said extending this strike is just for the headlines. What do you have to say about that?
We're not out here to grab headlines. You know, this isn't fun to us. We're not out here just for the heck of it. We're out here because GM and the three companies screwed around for over 7 weeks and didn't get into bargaining with us, which we told them from the outset. We expected to bargain right up front from day one in the middle of July when we started. They didn't do much of anything for 7 weeks. They waited till a week before the deadline. Then they decided they wanted to bargain. And, we're here because they made that choice. And so, we're going to be out here as long as we have to be. We don't want to be out here. We want to be in the plant working, making our product, and taking care of our workers. But, if you look at where these corporations have been, the insane last decade, and our workers continue to go backwards. We continue to fall far behind. You got temps out here that are scraping to get by and survive. You got in-progression workers, same thing. It takes them 8 years to get to full pay. Meanwhile, the CEOs are getting 40% pay raises in the last 4 years. The price of cars are going up. Half our members can't even afford to buy what we build. It's got to change, and it's up to us to turn this around.
What's the holdup with Ford? The CEO is saying that the union is holding the deal hostage over the BEV. Talk about your response to that.
It's just not true, and it's sad to say things like that. We're not holding anybody hostage. We want to get agreements. We have been there every day, 24/7, since the middle of July. We have been there every day. It's ironic that some of these CEOs make these statements, and literally the CEO of Ford has probably been in 3 meetings over this whole course of the 9 or 10 weeks. So, it's all, that's for show in my opinion. We've been there and we're still there, ready to get an agreement.
Minus the EVs, how close are you with everything else, pay benefits with the Ford agreement?
Well, there's a lot we have to work on. Retirement security for our people. The majority of our members now have no retirement security, and that's a major issue. We're still not there on a lot of issues. So job security is a huge part of that. We're at product allocation and the future of work, the transition. Right now, we don't have any piece of that. So we have to do better.
What's it going to take to reach a deal with the big three?
It's just going to take, really, it's a matter of, it's the process of bargaining. There's a lot of issues on the table we're trying to resolve. Ending tiers is a huge one. All the different workers we have that, are doing the same job on the line for different rates of pay. There's no excuse for that. Not in the union and not anywhere in our work structure, anywhere. That's one issue. Retirement security, like I said, job security. These companies have closed 65 plants. The big three have closed 65 plants in the last 20 years. Most of those plants were closed during record profits. So that's the sad reality. The last decade, they've made $250 billion in profits, and we've went backwards. So again, we're fighting for a better future, not just for ourselves, but for the entire working class. When we negotiate good contracts, everybody else comes up with us, and that's what this is all about. We can't continue to go backwards because everybody else is going backwards as we are.
What is the impasse on EVs right now with Ford?
It's not an impasse. There's no impasse. We're just, it's part of the bargaining process. We've had good discussions. There's times we think we're getting somewhere, and then things just stop. So, and that's not just Ford. It's all the big three. And you can pick an issue. It's just the same in many issues. We're making headway on some issues, and we have, but we're nowhere near where we need to be, and that's the problem. And we've got to get there, and we've got a lot of work ahead of us. So
we're here with GM workers today. What specifically is holding their contract back?
We've made some headway at GM, like I said, with COLA and some of the stuff with the CCA workers and the GMCH workers. But, again, I go back to the same issues, retirement security and trying to work something out there and, job security. We have concerns with job security. The companies will tell you one story about how they feel about the future of jobs, and they'll tell you they feel it's secure, but when we run numbers, we don't see that. And especially in this transition to EV, it's really hard to envision a future for us when we have no piece of the battery work right now. So that's and at the end of the day, however that ends up, it needs to be under our standards. It cannot be a race to the bottom, and that's unfortunately what these companies are trying to do. They're driving a race to the bottom, and they want this transition to pay poverty wages, as they are doing in Lordstown right now. And that has to change. I mean, look at how Lordstown looked before. There's former Lordstown workers here right now. They had to travel and leave their homes where they've been their whole life to come here, and it was replaced by a battery plant that paid $16.50 an hour. I mean, that's not a just transition in anybody's book. And our tax dollars are financing that transition. There's no excuse if taxpayers are funding this transition that these should be poverty jobs.
Shawn, it looks like the status of the unfair labor practice against GM and Stellantis is closed. Can you comment on the status of those and what's changed?
I'm not positive on the status of it yet. I mean, we had to do something because we've been sitting at the bargaining table for roughly 7 weeks and we're getting no movement. So we had to take action to try to get them moving. So we'll see how things progress.
It looks like they were withdrawn. You were saying they weren't withdrawn?
I don't know. I'd have to talk to our legal team on that. I don't know. I don't want to speak to something. Maybe they were. If that's the case, I don't know. I mean, we've been bargaining. That's what we've been doing. So that's been the focus of my job. So yeah, thank you.
If you took the EVs out of the equation with Ford, like everything else, is that looking pretty good as far as the deal with them?
No, we still have a ways to go. I mean, we're getting close, but I mean, 70% of our members at Stellantis, around 60 at Ford, and over almost 60 at GM are in progression employees that hired in after 2007. They don't have any post-retirement health care, no retirement security. So that is a major issue for us. And and understand this, there's a lot of issues we're trying to deal with here because we made all the sacrifice in the recession. We were unfairly blamed for everything that was wrong with the big three during the economic recession. It wasn't because of our contracts. It wasn't because of our workers. We were unfairly blamed for everything. No one ever talks about the mismanagement of these companies and the bad decisions they make. But the sad reality is we bore the brunt of that. We made all the sacrifice, and after a decade of massive profits that was done on the backs of our workers, we're still waiting for our fair share, and it's time. So there are a lot of issues we got to fix.
3 more questions, folks.
Shawn, what was the progress with Stellantis today that kept them off of the expanded strike?
Each week we've given companies, some metrics we want them to meet, and it was we were up till almost the midnight hour last night communicating between all 3 companies, and actually it was roughly before we were going live that they sent the email saying that they were going to move on those things. So it was cost of living allowance, and it was the right to strike over plant closures, and then also health and safety issue with the ability to not have to cross pickets for our workers, and one other issue. I'm sorry, but I've got too much in my mind right now. But they changed their mind at the last minute. So when we make progress, we honor our word. We have had nothing but integrity throughout this whole process. We've been very upfront before bargaining started, all the way through to this point. Everything we've said, we've done. We've delivered on. We have not. This company can never say we've lied about a thing. They cannot say that we have misled them. But I can tell you it's not been the same on the other way, because they've led us to believe things, and then they do a 180. All 3 companies have done it, so we've got a lot of work to do.
A supply chain expert today out of MSU, and she was saying how she thinks maybe the pay increases are a bit too much of an ask given the uncertainty of EV and where the auto industry is going. What would you say in response to that?
It's amazing to me how people want to talk about whenever workers ask for their fair share, they always come out with the fear mongering of, oh, if they give raises, if workers actually get what they're worth, the company can't afford to live. But let's take the last 4 years into consideration here. In the last 4 years, we got 6% pay increases. Inflation went up almost 20%. CEO pay went up 40%. The price of vehicles went up 35%. None of that was due to anything we've done. The cost of labor in a vehicle is 4 to 5% of the cost of the vehicle. But the sad reality is, when we start asking for our fair share, we're blamed. And the sad reality in all this is, they could double our wages right now and double our benefits, and they would still, and not raise the price of vehicles, and they would still make billions in profit. That's the big lie that's going on right now.
Last question.
We've spoken with some workers who are concerned for their finances. Maybe they're getting the $500 a week, but it might not be enough. If this strike goes on and on and on, what would be your message to workers who were either laid off or, not having enough money just from the strike fund?
This is a long-term issue. I mean, we either, it's a sacrifice we have to make, and it's not comfortable. It's not fun. It's like I said, we don't want to be out here. Nobody wants to be out here. We want to be in that factory working, making great product, making money for the company and making money for ourselves. But there comes a point in time where you've been abused enough, you have to stand up for yourself, and this is it. This is our generation's defining moment. Either we turn this around now, or we're going to be in big trouble down the road. And not just UAW, not just factory workers, not just auto workers, workers everywhere, because we cannot continue on this course where the billionaire class and the corporate class take everything, and everybody else is left with the scraps, scraping to get by paycheck to paycheck. That does not work for us, for anybody in America. Our fight is not just our fight, it's every working class person's fight in this country.
Great. Thank you so much,
you.
everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fain. Appreciate it.
God bless you, Mr. Fain.
Bless you guys.
Take care, everybody. Oh, you're doing.
It was nice to meet you guys.
Likewise. Take care.
Thank you.
I know, it keeps scaring me. I'm like, stop. I didn't even cross the street. I gotta.
All right, you heard from UAW International President Shawn Fain just now. He is in Lansing. This is at Tony M's, just outside of where the Lansing Delta Township plant is. That is one of the plants that was included in the 2 additional plants to be striking. That he made the announcement on that earlier today. There's 7,000 additional workers going on strike, including Ford's Chicago plant, as well as Lansing's Delta River plant. You saw her there at the end. Our Aaron Bowling has been there all day long. We're going to have more on this developing story throughout the night, coming up soon in about 10 minutes on News 10 at 5 p.m., as well as 5:30, 6, 10 p.m., and 11 p.m. It's also on our website, WILX.com, on all of our social media pages, and on all streaming platforms where you may be watching this right now with the WILX app. And if we are on Facebook and YouTube, you can ask questions. I know there's a couple questions in the chat just now about current retirees, and I believe either Aaron or another reporter there did ask about what's on the table for current retirees. So we'll have more on that coming up in just a little bit. Until then, we're going to take a look outside of the other GM plant. This is Grand River.